Here in the Alamo City as of a 6-game set between the Frisco RoughRiders and the San Antonio Missions. It's baseball, it's the show, and it's coming up right after this. Evan Miller, a right-hander out of Indiana, would get the starting assignment here. And Bob, what do we know about him?
Remember, guys, this guy can really have muscle, and in muscle, you can have arm and strength out there to throw these guys out and collect your strikeouts.
Now here's Jonathan Ornales as he strides in for the RoughRiders. And we are about ready to go on this new season of MLB The Show. Let's play ball. First pitch by Miller. And underway is the 22 season. And we are in there for a code strike, 0-1. Here's the 0-1. And that's going to be swung on and missed on that four-seamer. And the count now 0-2. Let's go ahead and give you ball clubs tonight. Got Arkansas at Springfield, Frisco at San Antonio, Corpus Christi at Midland, Wichita at Northwest Arkansas, and Amarillo at Tulsa. 0-2. Right there, high fly, and that is going to be pop foul. Right behind the backstop, still holding on at no balls to 2 strikes. 0-2. Another one fouled off. Already 4 pitches to lead off the start of this ball game in the 2022 season opener. Right there, swing and miss. Slider gets him down. And Ornales, the first one to go here tonight. And 1 away. Here is Justin Foscue now. 1 away, nobody on. Pitch here. And that one is near the borderline call. So the count now is 0-1. So Bob, how are you doing, man?
I am great, Jonathan. How are you?
Long time no see.
Yep.
Everything all right? Your family doing all right?
Yeah, everybody in my family's doing great. How about yours?
Yeah, mine's doing really well.
That's good to hear, Jonathan. Very good to hear.
And the count now 1 ball, 2 strikes. So anything fun happened while you were gone during the year?
Well, in 2021, I thought I had COVID.
Oh, did you?
No. I mean, I felt fatigued and felt like I had body aches, and I found out that my doctor told me I just had allergies.
Yeah, I'm pretty much had the same thing, but it was not COVID. I mean, thank goodness for that. I mean, been taking my ivermectin and zinc, and so far that protects me from getting sick and stuff. 2-2. Right there, swing and a miss, and there's a pair of punch-outs, and there's 2 away. Boy, Miller straight out of the bullpen is... And now here is Josh Young. Second season for the Frisco RoughRiders, as he was in the AA Central last year.
And we're back to Texas League Baseball for the start of this first ever season here in 2022.
Yep. Pitch here. Swing and a miss, and the count now 0-2, so 1 more. And Miller can strike out the side on those pitches. Pitch here, 0-2. Right there, swing and a miss. And that's a 1-2-3 inning, as that will be the side retired. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. And we head to the bottom of the first, no score. Cole Wynn, a right-hander out of the Frisco bullpen, would get the starting assignment. So, Bob, what do we know about this man?
Well, Wynn, he is a pretty good, exceptional man. He's had a pretty good year in 2021. Frisco nominated him the Gold Glove winner of that one because he he gets the strikeouts. He knows what he's doing. In the Texas Rangers Hall of Fame, he might get up there one of these days. Now, second season in a row, here is C.J. Abrams. Abrams coming in, looking sharp. Last year, Gold Glove winner for the San Antonio shortstop. Here's a 1-0. Right there, swing and a miss, and the count now, ball and 1 strike. Great opening day crowd, or opening night, shall I say. Right there, 2 balls, 1 strike. Great crowd coming in. Yeah, John, and it is always good to have these crowds come in. First game of the year between these 2 ball clubs. And you got that right. Right there, back up the middle. That's going to get in for the base hit single. So far, like I said, during the end of 2021 with Corpus Christi, I said, hey, you know, we will be back for a new season beginning in 2022. Now here is CJ Hinojosa. Also second season for the Missions. Winston Sawyer, the Missions catcher, got called up to AAA. Wow, what an honor for him. He really deserves getting up in AAA. Yep. So far, debuting tonight for the El Paso Chihuahuas. Here's 2-0. That one's going to be lifted. High fly in the air. Center field. Running after it. Makes the play. Is that center fielder. And there is 1 away. Well, we're going to go ahead and give you the starting lineups for our home team here tonight. And so far, you're looking at the designated hitter and third baseman, Augustine Ruiz and Oliver Basabe. Started last year in 2021, second season for them both, being on the San Antonio defense. Now, pretty good as these guys, they're coming, starting up in a AA farm system. It is a start of a player development. Yeah, and the player development, you got to learn. You got to see where the baseball goes. They even have batting practice before the game, during the afternoons. I mean, they play loud music on the intercoms. You hear the pop of the bat. Whack, whack, whack. I do say, I mean, you hear it all the time. Runner at first and 1 away. And that one is outside. And the count now, ball 2 strikes. So, Bob, tell us about the weather. We got a few chances of rain this week. Yeah, we do. And right there, swing and a miss. And Mears goes down on strikes. And there's 2 away. So, what a strikeout by Cole Wynn. And here is James Wood. Center fielder here tonight for the Missions. And that is right there as he gloves it down, and that first baseman gets him, and that is the inning. So it's no runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We go to the top of the second, and there is no score through 1. Now, top of the second, Carl Chester coming in. And about ready to go. Pitched by Miller. And that's ends for a strike. And the count now is 0-1. Doing pretty good here tonight. Missions. Miller getting a pretty good amount of strikeouts. And that's going to be lifted. High fly in the air. Wood under this one. Makes the play. And there's 1 away. Now that'll bring in Steele Walker. Walker coming in with 1 away. No averages to the start of 2022. That one going to be fouled off. 0-1 the count. So far, pretty good. First leadoff for ball clubs of the month of April. Corpus Christi, Frisco, Amarillo, and Springfield will be the lead for. And that one is out of play, and the count now is 0-1. Miller last season having a 285 strikeouts. And so far, career stats of an ERA of 3.68. Pretty good from a right-hander from the Indiana State. Right there, the left field, Malone getting that one and makes the play for 2 away. Now here is Bubba Thompson. He strides in. And the pitch. And that one's going to be a slider on a borderline pitch, and the count now 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0. And swing and a miss, going to get him chasing on that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. One and one. And that one fouled, and the count now is a ball and 2 strikes, so another inning. Going pretty good here on opening night. 1-2 delivery. And strike 3. Get Thompson down on strikes. And that will do it. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Bottom half of 2 coming up, and we still have no score. Yorman Rodriguez, the first baseman, striding in for the home half of 2. Coming in, looking pretty sharp. The pitch here, and that's going to be right there, glove to third, and he gets them down. We're 1 away. So Young gets that one, and he says, well, hello, howdy doody. That ball ain't getting away from me. First out of the inning, here's Agustin Ruiz. That third baseman, he really had the eyes on that batter. He sure did. So, to give you the weather, let's go ahead. San Antonio got a 20% chance of rain. It is partly cloudy, overcast, and cloudy as we head to the overnight. Can't rule out a possibility of severe thunderstorms later in the overnight. Now here's Agustin Ruiz, take 2 balls, no strikes, and that one inside for a code strike, 2-1. So good night for a lot of fans. So we got Amarillo, Frisco, and Corpus Christi watching. And right here on YouTube Live, our home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show. And that's going to be lifted high fly in the air, center field, running after it, makes the play, 2 away. Now here is all. Basabe is coming in, first time around. Bottom of 2, no score through Frisco and Missions. And that one is going to be outside, not too far outside the borderline pitch. 1 ball, no strikes. That one right there, line drive up to left field. That's going to get down for the base hit. So a 2-out single. And still the lineup continues with Basabe at first. Now here is Thomas Malone, the left fielder. Malone looking pretty sharp, and that's going to be lined right up to right field. That gets down for the base hit. So another single leads 2 men on base. And Bob, do they come around to score? Well, if you can say that they come around and score, they better get guys on base. If they don't, they end the inning a 1-2-3 scoreless, and Frisco will get the start of the top third to get going. Now here is Michael Cantu as he strides in, catcher tonight for the Missions. No averages, no RBIs or nothing as we start this brand new season. And that's going to be lifted high fly in the air. Right there to center.
and that ends the inning. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. 2 guys left on. Top half of the third coming up, no score through 2. Here is Davis Wenzel, the number 7 batter. So also go ahead and give you what we have in promotions. And Bob, do you want to do the honors first time around? I definitely would. You know, tonight is $2 night. So presented by AARP. So you get $2 parking, corn dogs, and everything presented by AARP. Military Appreciation Night presented by our proud sponsor of Dr. Pepper. Beginning tomorrow. Right there, Basabe. Right to first, and he got him down for 1 away. So pretty good, but do apologize, Bob, for interrupting you. No, it's okay, man. It's fine. So here is Dustin Harris. Harris coming in. So gotta say, Military Appreciation Night presented by Dr. Pepper. You were saying, Bob, about that? Yeah, and every military hero that serves our great country should be honored and dedication. Also, the ones that have fallen and given their lives for this nation. We always have Military Appreciation Night, and we honor those that serve an ultimate sacrifice for our freedom. That's right, Bob. Thank you. So, Thursday night is Taco Bell Value Night. Now, remember, last season we did a double. You turn 2, you get a coupon for 2 free tacos, courtesy of our boys at Taco Bell. Right there, high fly in the air, Cantu. Gets his eyes on it, makes a play, and there's 2 away. So 2 quick retired, top of the third. And not happy about that one as he retreats back to the bullpen. And now here is David Garcia. Garcia coming in, looking pretty good. In the pitch. And that one's going to be a swung on and missed. Outclassed in the count now 0-1. Schedule magnet giveaway following the 4th of the 6-game set. Don't forget, on Saturday, we do have a doubleheader. We'll start our first game at 4:05. Following a 40-minute rest. And game 2 right after that. Basabe makes the play, and there is the 3rd out of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Bottom of 3 coming up, no score. Now here is the shortstop, C.J. Abrams, 1-for-1 single on the first. Missions 3 hits, crack the hit column, and next task is to hit into the run column. And Bob, do you think they'll do that? I most certainly think that they could get in and win the opening game of the series. You know, so far, these guys could do it. If they maintain focus, they can. 1-1 right there. That one gets out of play when the count now is a ball and 2 strikes. And that one will even up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2. And that one's going to be lined right there. Right to second as he gets in a circus act. As he twirls to make the play. Fires at first. Gets the first out. And there's 1 away, retired. So C.J. Hinojosa flied out in the first 0-for-1. Looking sharp. Doing really well. Pitch here. And that's going to be right there. Cold strike. And the count now 0-1. Game 2 tomorrow night for Wednesday. So we have Military Appreciation Night, 7:05, our first pitch.
Also for the proud sponsor for that military appreciation night by our friends, courtesy of Dr. Pepper. Right there, 1 ball, 2 strikes to CJ Hinojosa Cole Winn, now at 31 pitches. Doing really well. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one's going to be lifted high fly in the air into the right field, and the right fielder gets it, makes the play, and 2 away. It goes down.
Now batting, right fielder.
Now here is Joshua Mears. Strikeout in the first, 0 for 1. Doing good if there's a home victory in the wings at the somewhere in this ball game, Bob. Yeah, you got to think about how good these guys are. These guys can really get up in there and try to get that one. Right there, that one goes foul, out of play, 0-2. So, I got to say, I got a question. Yes, Bob, what is it? Who won last year in the AA Central? Well, last year between Northwest Arkansas and Wichita, the Naturals take the 3 games. Right there to center, and that does it. So, Northwest Arkansas wins a title in 2021 as we end the top of the 3rd, and that will do it.
Leading off for Frisco.
John Scampy and Chris Singleton, you can always catch these guys out on the road as they come in and do the road games. What happened to Matt Vesgersian? Well, good old Matt, he called me up during the off season and said, hey, I'm retiring. Have a good time and make sure you get those shots right there.
Second baseman.
Basabe will catch that one, making the play for the first out of the inning. And that will bring in Justin Foscue. Strikeout in the first, 0 for 1. Top of the 4th, game going quick as there is no score through these 2 ball clubs here tonight. So far going pretty good here as well. And that one going to be fouled off in the count now, 0-2. Missions in the North Division teams that come here to San Antonio got Arkansas, Tulsa, Springfield, and Wichita. The only team that does not get to come to San Antonio is Northwest Arkansas. Missions, 2nd time in a row, will not travel to Arkansas or Tulsa, period. Oh, that's just a shame. 2 years in a row, and they can't even get up traveling to those 2 ball clubs. I know, what a shame. 0-2. Swing and a miss. So a fly out and a strikeout. Miller on absolute fire, and confidence is over the roof. Like, no doubt. Here's Josh Young. Right there, code strike, and the count now 0-1. So pretty good night if between these 2 ball clubs. Frisco had a 3-game series at home between the Arkansas Travelers. They took the first 2, leading off opening night. So pretty good for them. And that's going to be right there to the right fielder. Mears gets back, and he gets the ball in quickly for a 2-out single.
The right fielder, number 21. Carl Chester.
That's going to bring in Carl Chester. Strides in, pitch and deals, and that's going to be on the borderline pitch calls, and the count now 1 ball, no strikes. Chester flied out in a second, 0 for 1. So far, these guys doing absolute good right there. 1 ball, no strikes. Inside for a strike, and the count now 1-1. Pretty nice. Got our first viewer of the night watching. Hope all is well, and if you want shout-outs, make sure that we get into the bottom half of the 8th inning, and that will do for shout-outs. Fans at section 100, first time around, get free shout-outs
Dr. Pepper. Right there, out of play. Dr. Pepper, a proud sponsor. Shout outs to them. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Right there, out of play, slider. So the count now 2-2. Looking in is Miller. Right to Chester. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Get him down. And there is another strikeout. And Miller on his horse. Hee-haw. There you go. As that will do it. No runs on a hit. No errors. And nobody left. So we go to the bottom of the 4th. No score through the 4.5. Here is James Wood, ground out in the first, 0 for 1. Scoreless ball game through the first 4.5 innings of play here tonight on opening night. And that's going to be early swing and a miss on the change, and the count now 0-1. Bottom of 4, no score, as if you're listening to us on YouTube Live, the radio, 91.1 The Bull, and so far, hope everybody is doing well. If you are at work or at the game, make sure you come out and enjoy a game. Right there to the pitcher, right to first. He gets them down and 1 away.
Now batting, number 21.
So pretty good shot from our backstop. And now here is Yorman Rodriguez. Line out in the second and is 0 for 1. First 6 against the Frisco RoughRiders, second homestand. 6 against Springfield. Rodriguez takes code strike, 1 away. Pitch it deals, and that's going to be right up the middle, right there, past the second baseman. And that will be a 1-out single. We go back to the top of the lineup, and stepping in is Augustine Ruiz. Ruiz coming in, making the pitch, and that's going to be right there. Right to second, right to first. He gets them down on a double play, and that ends the inning. So no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. And we go to the top of the 5th. No score through 4. Here's Steele Walker, fly out in the second and is 0 for 1. Pitch here. Inside, code strike, and the count now 0-1. Halfway through this ball game tonight, no score. Miller doing really well. Pitch count is down to the low 40s. So far, pretty good here tonight. Here's 0-2. And that's going to be right there, up in right field. That's going to get in for the base hit. Mears to Rodriguez. We'll get it back in quickly for a no-out single. Frisco getting in there for that hit. And now here is Bubba Thompson leading off the runner at first. Pitch here. Inside, code strike, and the count now 0-1. Strikeout in the second, 0 for 1 by Thompson. Thompson doing really well. Pitch and deals right there, high fly in the air. Wood, the center fielder, is after this one just shy of right field, making the play for 1 away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Davis Wenzel.
And now here's the designated hitter, Davis Wenzel. It's ground out in the third, 0 for 1. Looking pretty good is Evan Miller. Don't think he's getting tired yet, but evidently the pitching coaches and managers are keeping eyes on him. No balls, 1 strike, 1 away, no score through top of the 5th inning. And that one slider borderline on a call. So the count now 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1. And that one on border. 2 balls a strike. 2-1. Inside strike, and the count now 2-2. And a lot of fans wearing coats and jackets. It may be a little nippy, but weather forecast does show good 70 mild degree temperature on opening night. 2-2. And right there, that gets fouled, and the count now still remaining at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Wenzel at the plate for Frisco. 2-2. And that one hit high in the air. Center fielder Wood on his horse makes the play, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Justin Harris.
So that'll bring in Dustin Harris. As he popped out. 0 for 1 here tonight. And a pitch. In for strike 1, 0-1. So that one was about 93 miles an hour. Yeah, and that one was just right there on borderline calls. And so far, he got that one pretty sharp on his heels. And right there, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now time is being called as here comes the manager. And that will do for Evan Miller for the start here tonight. So as he departs, Reggie Lawson is going to be coming out. And that will do for the Indiana right-hander. And that's going to bring in a Californian right-hander, Reggie Lawson. So nothing to be upset about. 6'4" and 205 pounds. Years pro of service is none. None on anything. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 away. Harris coming in 0 for 1. As he is the 8-hole batter for the RoughRiders. Takes a cold strike. Then the count now is 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And strike 3. Comes out of the bullpen and immediately strikes out Harris. As that will do. So no runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. No score through 5.5.
Leading up for San Antonio.
Here is Oliver Basabe, single in the 2nd, and is 1 for 1. Looking sharp on opening night. Yeah, and it's a good thing, too. You come in and you feel pretty good about the season. I mean, you should. Because evidently it's a brand new start for everybody to feel relaxed and ready to go back to work and winning the Texas League title. Right there to second to first. And there is 1 away. Basabe will go down retired. So that'll bring in Thomas Malone. 1 for 1. Single in the 2nd. 1 away, nobody on. No score through this half inning. So the hits are piling in. 4 hits for San Antonio and only 2 for the RoughRiders. And yes, you got to make sure that you come in and try to get into the hit column and try to get to the run column before this team does. 0-1. And that one is going to be lifted. High fly in the air. The left fielder is running after it. Can't get there. And that will land foul out in foul territory. So the count 0-2. That's down. And 1 ball and 2 strikes on that borderline pitch. So far, so good here tonight. One ball, 2 strikes. And that's going to be lifted. High fly in the air to the center fielder. Making the play. And there is 2 away. That leads off to Thompson. And that'll bring in the end of the lineup. Michael Cantu coming up. 0 for 1. Fly out in the 2nd. Looking sharp. Pitch here. Pitch and deals. And that's going to be lined right there. Underhand. And that will do, as that will be the shortstop to first. And that will be the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. Top half of the 6th, no score through 5. David Garcia coming in. Strikeout 0 for 1. Pitch here, swing and a miss, 0-1. So happy opening night 2022 to a lot of people. Fans on YouTube Live. First 6 against the Frisco RoughRiders. Next homestand, first 6 with Springfield. Pretty good on that one. Live and on the air on the show, MLB. Also, JBakerVlogs here and YouTube Live. Going 2. And that one popped foul. So that goes foul into foul territory. Oh, and 2. And strike 3 looking. And there's the punch out for 1 away.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Jonathan Ornelas.
And that'll bring in the leadoff batter for the RoughRiders, Jonathan Ornelas coming in. And here's the pitch right there on borders on 1 ball, no strikes. Yeah, you were going to say no ball, 1 strike on that one, but that one you got to think about for just a minute, John. Yeah, you're right, Bob. I do apologize. So right there, 2 balls, no strikes. You know, you always got to trust that handy-dandy umpire at home plate. Yeah, you always do. You got to think about that umpire can easily hold up his fingers and say it's 0-1, 0-2 strikeout, 1 ball, 2 balls. You know, you get the whole idea. I don't have to explain. 2-1. Right there, change gets him swing and miss out of his shoes for strike 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2. Right there, swing and a miss, gets him down. And there is the second strikeout by Lawson.
The second baseman.
And as you look at the 4-seam fastball and the 2-seamer, the changeup, so far you look at the ratio of all 5, they look really good. Now here is Justin Foscue, 0 for 2. And right there, swung on and missed, jumping out of his shoes right there. And don't forget about his socks as well. Or his undies. You're funny. Right there, swing again, out of his shoes. So the count now is 0-2. Well, he better get it back together, because that high fly ball, he could really hit it. Here's 0-2. And that one's going to be hit high in the air. Woods going after it, makes the play, and that ends 6.5 innings. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. Bottom half of the 6th coming up. Abrams will lead it off after this. C.J. Abrams 1 for 2 single in the first. Well, I gotta say, this guy from last year, 2nd season for the Missions, doing really well. And that's going to be lined right up the middle. That gets down for the base hit. So a runner at first and nobody down. And now here's the second batter of the night, C.J. Hinojosa. Pitch here, outside, far and wide. So the count now, ball, no strikes, 2 flyouts. So for 2. Doing pretty well here for a lot of fans.
Hope your night's going good. Come out. Enjoy a ball game out on us. Right there, 2 balls, no strikes. Cole win for Frisco at 52 pitches. And that's right there. Right to third, right to second, right to first. He gets a 2 double plays. And right there, that evaporates a hit.
Now batting, right fielder, Joshua.
And you got to say ouch on that one. Here's Joshua Mears, 0 for 2, strikeout and a flyout. Nighttime coming upon us. And that's going to be line drive right there. Base hit up in right field. And again, another hit. But still trying to get a run in to score on a scoreless ball game here tonight. Yeah, and that's the thing. You really got to focus, maintain your deals to get in on base and keep the inning alive. And that's going to be right there. High fly into center. Center field makes the play, and that is 6 complete. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left. And we go to the top half of the 7th, and there is no score. Top of the 7th, here's Josh Young. 1 for 2, single in the 4th.
The third baseman, Josh Young.
And this game is going by quick on opening night. That one is lifted. High fly in the air and out of play. Outside the foul pole. And that will be 0-1. And that one gets fouled and away. The count now 0-2. Oh, 2. Right there, strike 3. Get looking. And Lawson picks up another one.
The right fielder, number 21, Carl Chester.
That'll bring in Carl Chester. Chester coming in, looking in. Here's the pitch into him, and the count now 0-1. Last time Chester flied out, strikeout 0 for 2. Not a bad night if he could crack one over the wall or do whatever he needs to do. But most likely, he may get in and some pretty good ones. Right there and in. Code strike going 2. 0-2. Right there on the borderline. So the count now 0-2. So, Bob, what did you do while you were away for 1 year? Well, I think I had fun, but evidently I thought I had COVID. Oh, did you? Yeah, no, I didn't have no COVID. My doctor told me that I had a very bad cold. And I felt fatigued. I felt tired. But evidently, you know, I took my ivermectin and zinc and I did pretty good. Well, that's good, Bob. Glad you're all right. Right there. And that will get fouled and away in the count 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Right there, popped foul again. So still hanging on as he tries to choose the right one he wants. Pitch here. And that one goes foul. Malone looking out at that one. And that will go foul. No balls, 2 strikes. Right there outside on the top out of the zone.
1-2.
So the count now is 1 ball, 2 strikes. 8 pitches at this at bat for Chester. Pitch here. Swing and a miss. Down at the legs. And there is another strikeout for Lawson. There is Steele Walker. Walker is coming in, looking good.
1 for 2 is steal. Doing good. Pitch here, and that one's going to be lifted high fly in the air. And that's going to get down for a base hit on a 2-out single.
The center fielder, number 8, Bubba Thompson.
That'll bring in the center fielder, number 8, Bubba Thompson, batting 6 in the lineup for the RoughRiders. And that's going to be in for a cold strike, and the count now 0-1. 1 on, 2 away. Top of 7, no score through this point. Game scoreless. Oh, don't you just hate it when you have a scoreless ball game? Fans, they get restless. They want to see who's going to win here tonight. Yeah, I know, Bob, but these guys have to come in and look sharp. Right there, lifted high fly in the air. Malone out in foul territory. Cannot make the play. And that will still lead the count 0-2. 0-2. Right there, swing and a miss. And that will go down. Another scoreless half inning. And that makes it 7 straight halves of play. And it's taken me out to the ball game. No score through 7. Yorman Rodriguez, 1 for 2, single in the 4th. Nighttime already upon us. And that 12-inch curve is outside, far and wide. 1 ball, no strikes. Cool win. Now 56 pitches, and he's been getting strikeouts, doing well. And that one right there to short. And he's got to hurry right to first, get him by a footstep. And there is 1 away. That'll bring up Augustine Ruiz. Flied out and the ground out 0 for 2. No score through 7.5. And that's going to be lifted. High fly in the air. The left fielder has it. Makes the play. There's 2 down.
Now batting, number 10.
That's going to bring in the number 7 batter, Oliver Basabe. Single in the 2nd. 1 for 2. Pretty good night. Pitch and deals. Here's a pitch by Cole, and swing and a miss, a changeup. And the count now 0-1. Stefan Valines and Noah Bremer coming in to warm up for the RoughRiders. Valines, we remember him back in 2021 for Frisco. Doing pretty good, and so far he's got it going here this evening. Yeah, I mean, he's a really good pitch reliever. He can do the job. I mean, all of us know it. I mean, so far he could get it going. Right there to center, and that makes 7 straight innings of scorelessness. So we played 7, and it's on to the top half of the 8th. No score in this one. Davis Wenzel 0 for 2, fly out, ground out. Designated hitter for the RoughRiders. And the pitch right there. That one will get fouled and away. So in the count now, 0-1. Looking in is Lawson. Pitch and deals. And that one. Rodriguez, the first baseman, makes the play, and there's 1 away.
The first baseman, number 9, Dustin Harris.
That'll bring in Dustin Harris. 0 for 2, strikeout, pop out here tonight. First game of opening night in the 2022 season. First pitch for Wednesday night baseball at 7:05, Military Appreciation Night by our proud and great sponsor, Dr. Pepper. 0-1. And that one Goes out of play. Rodriguez looks at that as that will go into the stands. Foul. So the count now 0-2. Right there, strike 3. And there is 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Garcia.
That'll bring in David Garcia. Garcia coming in, looking sharp. 0 for 2 here tonight. And that one pitched on borderline call. 0 for 2 strikeout and a pop out. Getting a groan from the home crowd, as they did not like that one. And so far that one was not a good one. Right there to Mears. And that ends 8.5 innings of no scores. So we have 8, 9, and 1 for the bottom half of the 8th for the Missions. No score through 8.5. Thomas Malone 1 for 2, single in the second. Start the bottom half of the 8th. Missions look for 1 run and 1 run only to crack a opening night win. Right there, and that gets fouled. So the count now 0-1. And did he go? Yes, he did. Home plate umpire calls a shot. The count 0-2. Pitch here. And that's going to be right there. Right to short for the out. And there is 1 away.
The catcher, Michael Cantu.
Now to bring in the Missions catcher, Michael Cantu. Flied out. And the ground out 0 for 2. RoughRiders in their grays, red and blues. Four-seam fastball outside, and the count now 1-0. Attendance tonight, 11,937 in attendance for opening night. Good for the Missions. Here's a 1-0, and that one going to be right there. That's going to get knocked down. And he's going to hurry, and he's in there safely. As that will be a infield base hit. And that will do it. Now the manager coming out for the RoughRiders. And that will do for the starter, Cole Wynn.
Your attention, please.
So that'll bring in Stefan Valines, 6'2" and 175 pounds. And Bob, do we know a lot about this guy? I think we do. We got to have faith that this guy could do good on the mound. So far, the other guy giving up just 7 hits of that one. That one gets line found. The count now 0-1. 1 run can give the Missions the chance in the top of the 9th with 3 outs to put Frisco down on opening night. Here's the 0-1. That one up top, slider. The count now 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1. And that one right there. Right to right field, and there's 2-1 with the single. 2 aboard. Now Frisco getting in a little bit of hot water. And you're going to fry me like I'm a lobster? Well, I dare say it. You can fry me. Sticks and stones may hurt me. Or you should say sticks and stones may break my bones, but I say your words don't ever hurt me at all. So right there, no balls, 1 strike. Bottom of the 8th inning, 1 away, 2-1. First and second. Looking for the base hit. They'll drive the run in from second. Pitch here. And that one slider goes down at the knees for strike 2, 0-2. CJ Hinojosa is 0 for 3. And that's right there. The second, the first, and that will do it. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors. And we go to the top of the 9th, no score. Here's Jonathan Ornelas, 0 for 3, strikeout in the 6th. As we start up the 9th inning, scoreless through the whole thing. And the pitch, swing and a miss, 0-1. Wow, just like the last inning, these guys are swinging out of their shoes. And it's funny how they do that. Right there to Malone, and he gets it for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the second baseman, Justin Foscue.
So here is Justin Foscue, 0 for 3, a fly out in the 6th. Pitch here, inside for a strike, 0-1. Game time tomorrow, 7:05, Military Appreciation Day. Give our thanks to our veterans who protected and died, who served our country, and those that made it home, and so far for those that made the ultimate sacrifice. Thank you guys for your service. And now it's going to be right there, high fly in the air. That one gone, a home run by Frisco. So RoughRiders, they are celebrating in the bullpen by the Justin Foscue solo home run in left field. And now Missions have to come up with 2 runs to claim the victory. So as we look at this shot right here, boy, that was a high fly one, and it was pretty much gone. Yeah, that one had a 411-foot distance, a exit velocity of up to 106.7 miles an hour. And that one right there inside for a strike, 0-1 to Josh Young. Singled in the 4th and is 1 for 3. Pretty good night here for RoughRider fans, and that is going to be lifted high fly in the air. Malone under this one makes the play, and there's 2 away.
The right fielder, number 21, Carl Chester.
Carl Chester coming in, strikeout in the 7th. 0 for 3. 1-0 Frisco, and fans up in Frisco is just jumping up and down for joy as that 1 run come in across the score on the solo shot. And that's going to be lifted high fly in the air. Wood in pursuit. He makes the play, and that will end the inning. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on. And we go to the bottom of the 9th. The RoughRiders lead by 1. Tyler Thomas, 6'1", 175 pounds, coming in to do the pitching to shut the door in this one. Now leading off is Joshua Mears, 1 for 3, single in the 6th. 3 outs remain for the Missions. And that one down low on the borderline call, 0-1. So far, so good. If Missions could get up there, and that's going to be line drive right there. That's going to get in, and that's a left field base hit. Runner going to second, and he's in on a double. And that's going to bring in a double by this guy. Mears, and section 100 gets clean and wipes on that Joshua Mears double. So the winning run is coming on, and that's going to be right there, high fly in the air. And not enough to advance the runner from second. So that will be a fly out and 1 away.
Number 21.
So that'll bring in Yorman Rodriguez. To pitch. And that's going to be lined high in the air. And tagging the runner from second. And he's in there. And the tying run now just 90 feet away. And all you need is a 2-run shot to win the ball game. Here's Augustine Ruiz. 0 for 3, the strikeout in the 7th inning. Pitch here. And that one outside changeup, 1-0. Great crowd we have here tonight. And that one is down low, so the count 2-0. Thomas doing really well. First time around on opening night. And base hit gets the tying run in. And lined right there to center, and that brings in the tying run. Missions and RoughRiders, brand new ball game here on opening night of 2022. It is a night of epic proportions to a lot of those that may watch. So far, both sides, either the RoughRiders and the Missions. Missions can win this one easily, and that's going to be right there, line drive. And that will do for this half inning. So we are back being tied as we go to the top of the 10th. And we are deadlocked at 1. We have extras coming up. Top of the 10th and extra innings. Here's Steele Walker, 2 for 3 and 2 singles. And now they have to make sure that they get out of this half inning. And right there, Lawson near the mound. Right to first. The first out of the inning comes in. That'll bring in Bubba Thompson, strikeout in the 7th inning. Here's the pitch. And that one's going to be hit in the left field. Of that goes foul. So the count 0-1. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Changeup gets him jumping out of his socks. So the count 0-2. Daniel Robert, Noah Bremer, 2 right-handers warming up in the Frisco bullpen. Game on the line for the Missions on opening night. And that's going to be lifted. High fly in the air. Mears on his horse. He gets the play. And that is the right fielder getting that one for the second out of the inning. So here's Davis Wenzel, 0 for 3. Pop out in the 8th. Looking sharp. Hopefully getting out of this inning will make them refresh in the bottom half of 10. That'll bring in no balls and no strikes. So 1 ball, no strike on this one. And here's pitch. In for a strike. So the count now 1-1. Trying to strike out the side on the pitches. And inside the borderline call is a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One and 2. And that one outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2. And swing and a miss. Get him down. And the side is retired. 1 run could win it on this Tuesday evening. And we go to the bottom of the 10th inning. and tied at 1. Thomas Malone 1 for 3, single in the second. And the pitch, and that's going to be lifted high fly in the air. And right there, that gets down for a base hit. From scoring. And Frisco is in the hot water now. Yeah, and they really are. If another base hit comes in, the winning run comes in. Now here is Noah Bremer. And do we know anything about this right-hander out of the bullpen? Well, as a relief pitcher, he's got the job of trying to get out of this inning. I mean, yeah, you could be in danger, but really, it's hard to say if you're going to get out either alive or pretty much dead in the water. Right there's Michael Cantu. He's the hero of the night if he could get this one going. Here's the 1-0 right there, and that's going to be called a swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Looking in. 1 ball, 1 strike, and that one's going to get high enough. And that's going to get down. Here comes the runner. And he's in, and that's the ball game. Winning run comes in. Missions walk it off in a victory on opening night here at home. Celebrating on the field. Missions win it. Final score 2-1. And what a night for this one. My goodness. Pretty good night for baseball. And for all of us, visit theshownation.com. And you can get in more on everything Missions this season long. Don't forget, game time Wednesday night, 7:05 versus Frisco. So one more time, the final 2-1 as the Missions bring home Olivier Basabe. And he wins the ball game for his crowd.
They left 8 men on base. For the RoughRiders, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 37 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
So anyway, we come back on MLB Network. So we bring you this live Tuesday night opener. And gotta say, tonight is the winning team, the Missions. Missions win, and they take the first place position over the RoughRiders. They'll be 3-1. Frisco will be 2-2. Well, let's go over the final line scores. First for the victorious Missions. 2 runs, 11 hits, no errors. And for the RoughRiders, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. Missions are victorious in the bottom half of the 10th inning in extras. Evan Miller, the player of the game, strikeout 6. Winner for the Missions, Reggie Lawson, as he gets the win. And Tyler Thomas for the RoughRiders, getting the loss for Frisco. Well, don't forget Military Appreciation Night for tomorrow. Wednesday night baseball, 7:05, our first pitch. So hope everybody has a good and awesome evening. And we will see y'all on the show on Wednesday for Game 2 of the 6-game homestand. So for all of us, have a good night. Final score, San Antonio 2, Frisco 1.